Hey guys, HW, down at Coogee Beach. This will be probably the last video for 2024. So I thought I'd say goodbye to you down at the beach, give you a bit of beach action. Some of you were calling for it. You wanted to see a bit of water and people lazing on the sand. So I'll try to give it to you today. I'll have a walk along the beach. I'll even go down to the water, dip my feet in, walk along the promenade. Today in Sydney it wasn't super warm. Only got up to 25 degrees Celsius. And currently the wind's from the east at 17 kilometres an hour. So you've heard me tell you before, when the wind comes from the east off the water in summertime, it gets quite humid. I'll point back towards the beach rather than the promenade. It's later in the afternoon, it's like past 5 o'clock. Sun's probably going to set around 8 p.m. or a little bit later. So there's still plenty of punters on the beach enjoying the sun and the water. I've mentioned this before, this promenade here, this used to be part of Beach Street, so you could actually drive along here and park. And this is the original fence. I remember this fence when I was a little child coming down here for a swim. But yeah, this used to be the part of Beach Street. And back in those days, the claim to fame was it was the only street that crossed the Pacific Ocean in the world, with the Beach Street being either side of or crossing through the beach, like basically crossing over the water. And now you could still say it because it's technically crossing over the beach still now. Not many people with tents on the beach today. Look at all the punters in the water. Again, I've mentioned this before, I sound like a broken record, but Coogee Beach has got a real shore break. Because of Wedding Cake Island out there, those rocks you can see with the white water on them, it doesn't get much surf. It really only gets surf when there's a big tide and there's a storm. So you won't regularly see surfers in Coogee Bay. Wonder if there's anyone eating din-din fish and chips on the stairs here yet. Someone out down there looking like they got a bit of pasta or like a poke bowl or something. It's amazing already looking up at these Norfolk pines that they planted in the park on the beach here. Well, how far they've grown already. When I was younger, they weren't here. I thought they grew pretty slowly, the Norfolk pine, but obviously not. They've already shot up. Well, actually, you know what? I think they may have planted them already quite established, if I remember rightly. Or I might be thinking about something else. Yeah, I don't know. I have to look at look back in modern history. That time of day too, it gets a bit shady and the ground gets a bit cooler. People get their mutts out, have a walk along the promenade. Definitely a fair collection of people starting to pack up now. And collecting their towels and bags. Some of them might head up Coogee Bay Road and get themselves some dinner. Either eat in or take away and go home. Probably can't see with the GoPro, but there's a bunch of ocean swimmers just there. They're pretty brave. I wouldn't be out there this time of day. Oh, look at the punters in Basura, packed in, smashing food and booze down their gullet. Not much of a crowd gathering around the surf club. Don't know whether that's closed for a function later on, or don't know what's going on there. This gives you a good view down the beach from south to north. A few people in the rock pool. There's another couple of pools around the bend here. Around the bend there's a couple of public pools where it's there's an entry fee to get into them though. Let's get down and feel the water. Oh, here we are down at the water. See my big shadow in the sand. I was just trying to get my bearings where the flags were. I was about to say, oh, we're inside the flags, but we're not. There's the first red and yellow flag there, and the other one's down there towards the middle of the beach. So look back to the beach, a few of the sunbathers still up there. I've been a chicken, haven't I? I haven't put my feet in the water yet. I'll put it in now. Here we go. Water's quite cool on my feet anyway. I think give me another go. Nah, it's not that cool. I'll whack in the text what the water temperature is today. I don't know whether it shows up in the camera, but there's quite a slant to the top of the beach here down to the water. Another telltale sign that you're on Coogee Beach. Another one of the reasons why there's a real shore break. I don't know whether you can see out on the horizon. If you look on your laptop, you should be able to pinch in and zoom a bit, but there's a cruise ship right out on the horizon. Some sad sand castle has been demolished, and the kiddies probably built it up earlier today. Yeah, look at that shore break. It's bashing down. Look back up the beach. All the punters gathered on the sand up there. I meant to say, have a look. Have a look at all the punters on the stairs, I meant to say, not the sand, yeah. But yeah, there is some on the sand as well. Facing the camera up into the sky because I didn't want to film the kiddies as I walked past. Real family beach, Coogee. Mentioned that before as well. There's another one around the bend. There's Clovelly Beach is quite family friendly as well, and also there's some parts of Bronte that are good as well. Tell you what, it's been quite a while since I've actually walked along the beach myself down here. Quite enjoying it. Not a real long beach, Coogee. We're almost at the end of it already. But I'll snap off here, and when I get up near those boats, I'll rejoin you. Here we are. Here the boats dragged up here on the side of the beach. This is one of the fishing clubs. This is the Coogee Fishing Club here. There's one around at Gordon's Bay as well. We once upon a time looked into getting a little dinghy around in Gordon's Bay, but we didn't end up bothering because we thought if we get out there and it gets rough, then it's not going to be real pleasant trying to get the boat back in. And it's probably the same here as well. Coogee's probably a bit easier, but yeah, it just didn't bother in the end. Now the Coogee Palace I'm thinking about boats, thinking about ballast. What I meant to say was Coogee Palace is coming into frame now. The old Coogee Palace. Big hotel now, with eateries in it as well. Back in the day, it's been a number of different things. Back in ancient times, it was an aquarium. But I guess the fondest memories I have of it was when it was a Chinese restaurant called the China Bowl. Ate down there many times, and unfortunately they came a cropper, but it's morphed into what you see today, which is a pretty popular drinking hole and place to eat. Face back down the beach now. Some people still playing volleyball. It turned out to be a pretty nice day. So yeah, as we face up at the silhouette of the Coogee Palace, thank you for coming on the little skirt down the beach this afternoon. And as I said, this will probably be the last vid for this year. If you haven't seen the Melbourne vid yet, make sure you check that out. It's a long one though, so get your drinks and snacks ready if you watch that. So that's it. That's it for 2024, unless I do some Christmas lights or fireworks or something. But I may not. You'll have to wait and see. So you see you in the next vid. The video is over. I'm up on the cliff. Let's look out into the Tasman Sea, part of the Pacific Ocean. You can still see the cruise ship out on the horizon. Now the video is definitely over. Just in case, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. If I don't see you again, all the best to you and your family for 2025.